Hey, this is Adam McAllister with McAllister Myers, and once again, we're not out talking real estate. We're spotlighting our locally owned and locally operated York metro area businesses. And today, we're in one of our favorites, Collusion Tap Works, on the corner of King and Queen, kind of in the back?
Kinda, yeah. It's actually Newton Alley and Howard Alley is where the actual cross section is here in the parking lot, but right on the corner of King and Queen Works.
Cool, and this man here is Jarrod. He is the owner and head brewer here at Collusion, and you guys have now been open for less than a year.
It'll be 6 months here in about 2 weeks.
And you guys are just killing it. Tell me, how did all this get started? Where did the idea come from?
Well, I mean, I've been doing this professionally for about 5 years now, and I always knew that I wanted to do it for myself. And finally, after working, at a couple different breweries, I, came to my father and my uncle and said, hey, here's a plan. Let's go ahead and do this now. Before I continue to move all across the country. And we decided to start working on this project, I guess, June of 2 years ago, so about 18 months ago. And it finally came to fruition here September of last year when we opened the doors.
And we've got a great renaissance of craft beer here in York, like we're seeing across the country. But it's neat, especially as Rob and I are out traveling and we go to different areas and we're going, well, hey, you guys are actually sort of behind what we're doing in York, and Collusion just keeps adding on to that. Tell me about the most important part about the beer. How many beers are you guys brewing?
As of right now, we have done, I believe, 118 different beers.
Whoa! Since
we opened here back in September 2nd last year. We're brewing batch like 140 something this week, with 118 or 119 of those being all different. We currently have 24 different beers on draft. Hopefully maintaining 24 draft lines has been a little bit of a problem, but that's a good problem to have. So
that is a good problem to have. So when you're doing that many beers, that many flavors of beer out of your own, shall we say, back area here, how do you know what you're brewing? What's the plan and strategy with that?
The plan is we get here Monday morning and plan out the week according to kind of whatever we feel like doing.
What are some of your most popular beers that you have? Somebody's coming in that's still sort of new to the craft beer scene. What's something that's on your menu that you can point to and go, okay, you're going to like this, or this, and then from there experiment?
So we do have six current flagship seasonal beers that we do. We have the Alley IPA. We have the Auckland Kolsch, which that's kind of your more introductory beer.
Very good beer, by the way.
We've got the Homunculus, which is our flagship double IPA, and that's a real big seller for us, along with Vivid River, our sour, one of our sours that we do, Masquerade, which is a cappuccino porter, and I know I'm missing one somewhere. Fuzzy Strumpet, our fruited IPA.
Okay.
We do white peaches and pink guava in that one, and that one kind of spans, all sorts of demographics from, people that are just getting into beer and want something a little fruity, and then you can hit the hop heads with that too, because it is an IPA. So.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who's not an IPA fan, but I do enjoy, your darker beers, the wheats. I mean, your sugar and spice that you had when you guys had first opened the doors was honestly one of our favorites. So you come in, sugar and spices here. It's officially endorsed by McAllister Myers. Rob and I thoroughly love the sugar and spice, especially the special brew you did with that.
Bourbon barrel.
Oh, the bourbon barrel was fantastic.
We'll have that again next year here. That was the one-time release, and we'll do it again every fall.
Yeah, I mean, especially at Christmas time, it made for a great holiday beer. All right, something that's new here at Collusion is the kitchen.
The kitchen,
Let's talk about the food.
So, back in the middle of January, we opened up the kitchen. We're just doing basically soups, salads, sandwiches, a couple shared plates, charcuterie boards, real nice sandwiches, and then that menu is basically going to rotate out every month or two. As the season changes, as the month changes, we're trying to use as much local produce and local stuff that we can. So depending on what we have available, we're just going to consistently rotate that menu. In addition to the full-time menu, we do have weekly specials. Tonight we're doing tacos. Thursdays we do bucket shuck oysters. And then Fridays and Saturdays, they always have different food specials that they're running with a rotating soup selection as well.
So there's more than one spot in York County to have some oysters and some seafood. So come on down and check out the Bucket Shuck. I can tell you their crab soup is fantastic. For all my Marylanders out there who cross the line, The crab soup, you get like half a crab on a spoon when you dig into the soup, and your tacos aren't just normal tacos. I mean, we're talking braised short ribs.
We've got short rib tacos, we've got some chicken tacos, we've got some mahi fish tacos, and those fish tacos will rotate out every week. I think we're going to be doing shrimp tacos next week. So we'll have, new stuff available all the time.
Yeah, food is fantastic, and so is the beer. We got to wrap things up here. Give people the address one more time and how they can get in contact and see the selections.
It's 105 South Howard Street here in downtown York. And as far as the beer selections go, check our Facebook page, our Instagram status. Whenever we update new beers, we always throw them up on social media. So that's the easiest way to keep in contact with it.
So for our friend Jarrod here at Collusion.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, sir, for allowing us to come in here. And you need to get down here to Collusion as well, have a beer, have some great food, and just enjoy your time here. By the way, entertainment all week long. Check their schedule. So for myself, Rob Myers, who's behind the camera again today, that's why you can't see him. It's a great spot for him. And the entire crew at McAllister Myers, thank you again for checking out another locally owned and operated business here in the York metro area. McAllister Myers, connecting York County through real estate.